Today, we are going to discuss simple sentences in ancient Egyptian. Find out more about the Egyptian language on this episode of Ancient Egypt and the Bible. We are going to be talking about simple sentences in Middle Egyptian. This video assumes that you've already watched the previous videos on reading hieroglyphics. Please watch those videos before watching this one. If you like these videos and wish to help this channel, please hit the subscribe button and please leave a comment. It feeds the algorithm. And if you would like to support this channel financially, please consider becoming a Patreon member or perhaps purchasing my forthcoming book. Please use the affiliate link below. Okay, we are going to talk about simple sentences. There are two kinds of sentences in Egyptian, verbal and nonverbal. In the former, the sentence has a verb, while the latter only has the verb implied. Simple sentences in Middle Egyptian begin with a particle. Most commonly, these particles are either you or mek. The former, you, does not have a meaning, but it expresses a simple statement of fact. This is not saying that the statement is actually true, but it is a simple assertion. The latter, mek, means to look or behold. Mek, behold. There are other ways to begin a sentence in Middle Egyptian, but these two particles are quite common and are used in both verbal and nonverbal sentences. There are three kinds of nonverbal sentences: noun sentences, predicate adjectives, and predicate adverbs. Today, we are only going to talk about the last of these, the nonverbal adverbial sentences. When we try to read a sentence in ancient Egyptian, it is helpful to try to break down the sentence into its word order. There are 5 slots that follow the particular order of the Egyptian sentence. These slots are 1. The particle, 2. The verb, 3. The subject, 4. The direct object, and 5. Adverbial modifier. An adverb, prepositional phrase, or another clause that adds information. In English, the normal word order is subject, verb, object. But in Egyptian, verb, subject, object is the common word order. And these 5 slots represent the normal pattern for declarative sentences. Some advanced sentences don't follow this order, but most do. And not all sentences fill in every slot. Nonverbal adverbial sentences use only slots 1, 3, and 5. So, let's take an example sentence. U.S.M. A man is in the house. We have a particle in slot 1. That's the word you. There is no verb, so slot 2 is empty. We have then the subject, which is S, which is the word for man, and that fills the subject in slot 3. Because this type of sentence describes where something is happening, or where something takes place, there's no direct object, so slot 4 is empty. In slot 5, we have the prepositional phrase pair. So we have a man is in the house with the is implied. Now, these sentences can always be identified by the lack of the verb and the presence of the prepositional phrase. Now, we can take this sentence to the next step by adding a verb and turning it from a nonverbal sentence into a verbal sentence. And we have U Jed SM pair. A man speaks in the house. This sentence is almost the same as the prior example, except we have slot 2 filled with the verb, jed. Jed means to speak. So when slot 2 is filled, we now have a verbal sentence. While this seems like a small change, this adds a lot of additional flexibility. So with a verbal declarative sentence, slot 2 is always used and must contain a verb. Well, that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and see you next time on Ancient Egypt and the Bible.